Hi everyone. I just wanted to make this quick testimonial again after work. I had a session again with Robert this last Friday, and to be honest, every time I have one with him, I feel like I'm vibrating 2 days later still. And I've had Robert also work with my daughter, and she's 17 years old, and to help with things like anxiety and mental sort of stress and breaking through certain barriers for her. And he's done really well with her too. She got a scholarship. She's in university now. So I mean, I just feel like day by day she's getting better and better, and she has the tools now to help her move forward. And should she ever be stuck again, she'll totally use him. And she even keeps a voice recording of his. He left her a voice message, and every time she feels stuck, she plays it. And for some reason, even his voice tends to either soothe or penetrate or do work even in the distance months later. Well, that's how it feels. But for Robert, with me, he's been working with me. I've been really wanting to tap into, I did a previous testimonial, but I've really wanted to tap into, just healing and cleansing my own spiritual energy. I've wanted to go all out. I said, look, I want to be one of those people who has her third eye open. I want to astral project. I want to meet my guides. I want to get out of this planet called Earth right now. And, I'm, all jokes aside, to be honest, it's exactly where he's taking me. I mean, the last time he was able to help me see through my third eye, and I did a testimonial on that. And so I just wanted to continue, take some time and progress, and then continue again with Robert, who I just feel would probably guide me for life. This last time again, honestly, Robert just gets on the phone, and the minute we finish our breath work, it's like clockwork, my legs start vibrating. I'm talking about, you feel energy moving in the soles of your feet. It's like spinning. I don't know how to describe it, but I think it's like spinning. And then he's pretty much starts, allowing any blockages that I have within my body to just, be released somehow. Any pains that I've had, he would work on that area, and all of a sudden you'd start feeling energy flow through. So this is one of those sessions again where he did exactly that and was pulling the energy through. I kept feeling stuck on the left side, and when I did close my eyes, I found myself again, I've had different images with him, but this time again, I was in outer space. It seemed really misty and foggy. I did send him photos that I saw off the web after to try to explain what I was seeing. But it felt as if I was floating through space, where I could see lights and stars and sort of misty areas. I didn't feel uncomfortable or unsafe. It just felt like it was just I don't even want to say unfamiliar territory, because I just felt very neutral about it. Nothing, when I would open back my eyes, I would tell him where, still shifted. Maybe I was feeling a little bit of pain or something on the side, as he's doing things, he'll work on that area, and then it'll start flowing again. So I laugh now, because honestly, all he has to do is get the session started, and I'm vibrating, my whole body is like spinning with energy. And whatever it is that he did this Friday, I started to feel like a real weight on the left side of my body. And when I had that weight come on strongly, I kept telling him, I feel like I'm sinking into the bed on one side. And then he said, I don't want to scare you, but I want you to know that I'm getting some assistance here. There's, I think, maybe 3 or 4 Pleiadians that are surrounding you. Those are, folks that I'm connected to. And You know, this alien species is actually telling me to sit back while they take over. I swear to you, I felt one of them, whatever it was, holding my hand, like literally holding my left hand, and another sunk themselves, like their hand or whatever, into my body. Energetically, I felt it was like, it was, whatever they were doing was rejigging from my head to my organs inside, what was underneath the left breast. I'm going to go check that out because they were tinkering down there. And I felt one was at my foot. And maybe it was about 3 or 4 of them that I recalled. And when I did open my eyes, I told him, Robert, I don't think they're Pleiadians, because I think I know Pleiadians are with blonde hair, tall, blue eyes. I mean, he's seen that. I've just not seen that ever. You know, I could meet an alien probably on the streets and I would never even know that they're an alien. And so, you know, they worked with me, and what I saw in them was not any kind of, like, there was form. There was a form that looked like you could see the head and the long limbs and the body. But what was inside of them was really translucent. It almost looked liquidy, like silverish liquid, but you could see through it. But I saw their form and their shapes. And I said to him, while I was there, I said, Robert, can you hear me? And he's like, yes. I said, Robert, this is what I'm seeing. He's like, don't get scared. Don't get nervous. They're asking you to just breathe, surrender. Don't have expectations, and just go with the flow. And so as that was happening, my eyes would close. I would end up seeing different visions and visualizations. I don't know what it was, of being in outer space or something, or a dark area with lots of like flashes of light or balls of light in the distance. And so I didn't know where I was. I didn't go through doing my third eye test like he did last time. I was looking at the ceiling, because the last time the ceiling was melting like quicksand. And, really I was feeling a lot of different heat coming out of me, and my body feeling really like energized, almost like it was being lifted off the bed, but not really. And then at moments sinking into the bed, like at least on one side, as if I'm going to go through the bed, but I didn't. I didn't come outside my body and looked at myself. I didn't travel anywhere else like I kind of did with the last session that I had with him. It was this one session of something that looked like outer space, and I would see this kind of like, almost like in the dead center of me, I would see the forms of this foggy mist that looks like it had angel wings or something. But it was not anything tangible that I could touch. It was just energy and mist. And then I would see this thing that looked like the iris of your eye, but really big and expanded, as if it were, I was looking really up close at my eye, like the insides of my eye. That's what it looked like, but in really much larger form. And I felt as if I was kind of traveling through that. So I don't know what to make of that, like what that was. I know if I'm playing this, somebody's listening to this testimony, they're gonna say, gosh, this kid is really green at this. She doesn't know what she's talking about. All I could just say is what I saw, and I'm still trying to make sense of it and trying to put that in perspective for myself. But I'll tell you, every time I have a session with him, it's wild, and I love it, and I feel like pain is gone. I feel my pathways open, and I'm gonna tell you this, I manifest things real time, like real time. So okay, let me back up a bit. When these beings were working on me, I was not scared. They were around me. I started conversing with them. Robert's in the background. Robert said, I'm right by your ear. And I said, yeah, I know. I can feel you breathing on me. I could feel Robert's breath through the distance, and he's online. He asked me, are they still there with you? I said, well, I think one is still holding my hand. When he asked me that, all I could feel was breath on this side of my face. I said, yeah, they're there. They just breathed on me to let me know they're very close. So, you know, it was really such a weird feeling, and I wasn't uncomfortable and I wasn't scared. I was like feeling like I was in good hands. Robert ended up leaving. He said, look, I'm going to say goodbye because you're in good hands. They're going to keep working on you. Robert left, and what I tell you, they worked on me pretty much until I fell asleep. An hour and a half later, after Robert got off the phone, they were still with me. I had the deepest, most beautiful sleep after that. I woke up still feeling them. I kid you not, everyone. Like, I'm telling you, for 2 days after this session, till Sunday, this weekend, these beings ended up staying with me. I would sit on the couch, my legs started energizing. I would move somewhere and just be still or talk to them. They'd come right back out. I would think something. You know what's so funny? Just yesterday, I went into the Lotto Center to do my tickets, and one of them came out. I had a 649 and I think a Lotto Max. And I went in with the Lotto's Max. I didn't win anything. And when the 649 was going through, I said, well, if you spirit beings are still around, you know, I said it under my breath so the girl didn't hear me, but I said, if you're still around, tell me you're still around and let me win something. Would you believe that I got a free play? Like a free play. So that is winning something. It's not big, but I want a free play. So whatever it is that Robert did, he summoned them to me to help me with whatever energy and the way that he does things to help heal people and open up their pathways. That's what I feel, to experience themselves in a different way, and to really recognize that you're more than just this human form, and to give you hope and to give you real context for yourself, and what you would, you know, the pathway that you could, because everybody's pathway is going to be different to your own set of consciousness and enlightenment. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm finding myself feeling like I'm conquering my own self in this human form. And sooner or later it's going to click in that, you know, the certain gifts that I was supposed to be born with, it's going to manifest and become stronger and stronger. And what I've noticed as well since these sessions is that I really am finding myself manifesting things. The things I truly want, I've been saying it out loud, like really meaningfully thinking about it and saying, this is who, and saying it with the I am voice. Like, you know, I am love, I am abundance, I am, and things keep happening to me, you know. Opportunities keep coming my way to highlight certain skills or certain abilities, or put me in a better position, or to clear out and work through past trauma, healing, relationships with like family members and friends that have been aching for so long. I'm finding myself like things are getting put behind me, and you know, I asked for myself to get onto a different timeline. I said, Robert, I just want out of this timeline that I'm in, because I just feel it's not serving me, or just everything is a little bit bizarre and warped, and I just want to jump onto one that actually does serve me and my higher interest. And since I've been putting that out there, I'm gonna be honest, I've had about 3 different relationships in my personal life, like with family and friends, that have just resurrected in a really positive light. I got the lottery ticket just manifest by talking to the beings. I talk to them now openly as if they're there, and I invite them in. I'm not crazy. I'm not a lunatic. I just came back from chairing a meeting, you know, and that's another thing, even in my career, like I'm not asking for things, but things just keep getting handed to me, you know, and it's more and more senior responsibilities, which I don't really care for or want, but it's allowing me to see what my absolute human potential could be. but I'm more excited, to be honest, about my spiritual potential. So this is long, it's almost 15 minutes, so I just want to stop there to say, Robert, I just, honestly, you're just the right spiritual medium for me. And I've never met anyone else that, gets me, my energy just circulating through my mind, my body, my soul so quickly, gets me manifesting, gets me healing things, gets me confronting things, gets me ridding my trauma, ridding my limitations, ridding the things that have been holding me back and getting me out of these paradigms that I used to form for myself or society formed for me. So, long story short, what an amazing session that was, and I can't wait for the next. And thank you also for helping my daughter, because I didn't think that I could be introducing my 17-year-old child to this sort of stuff. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but I didn't know how she would adapt or feel about it, and he set her on a really amazing path. So anyway, I just wanted to say that to everyone, and I bet he can help my bunny rabbits too. That's something I'm going to ask him. All right. Thank you, and you all have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.